Hello, I'm John Weetman and one of the participants in the Third Reconciliation Mission Programme from the Diocese of York, where I'm Vicar of Selby Abbey and Area Dean of Selby Deanery. If I'm being entirely honest, I accepted the invitation from my bishop to take part in the programme, or in my case, the Director of Mission and Ministry from the Diocese, without really knowing much about the content of what was involved. But because I thought that a week away on a residential would do me good, and also because I was assured that there wouldn't be a lot of reading or of much of a written project required as a result, and knowing how busy I am, I knew that, yes, a week away would do me good, but also I didn't really have much time to squeeze in a lot of the sort of follow-up work, if there was going to be a lot that was involved, reading and writing a lot. Having said that, I certainly don't regret that decision, and have really been enjoyed and benefited from being part of the programme, which has been affirming and challenging in so many ways. Difficult to single out anything, but as I've been asked to, then here's just maybe a couple of things. First of all, it really has been good meeting different people from different contexts in different dioceses, and indeed from my own diocese as well. The three people that I didn't previously know from York Diocese that have been also involved, and meeting them in a supportive and non-competitive environment. Both at the residential at Laund Abbey, but also subsequently on the online meetings and the day conference earlier this year. Also, the emphasis on our learning being applied to our particular context, rather than being some sort of program or scheme or whatever, which is a sort of a one-size-fits-all. But it's very, very much about what we learn being something that can be taken from it to be applied where we are in a way that is relevant to our church, our parish, and our local community, which has been really valuable. The final question I've been asked to address is, what do I notice is shifting in my church's missional engagement with the local community? Well, it's perhaps too early to say that there's a lot of shift evident in my church as a whole, but certainly it's helped me and a few of those that I work with more closely here to appreciate that the community partnerships we're already involved in are not a distraction from the church's mission, but are an essential part of growing the kingdom of God in this context, even if they don't necessarily lead to data and numbers that can be filled in on a sort of an assessment sheet and sent off to the diocese. But also to affirm and to develop those partnerships to be more positive and intentional in seeking to develop more of those sort of working together with other groups around the community in order to serve the local area together. In addition to that, I've also been working with the PCC to encourage a more asset-based focus to our planning, rather than the sort of the deficit model, which is often the case and encouraged by the sort of strategies or schemes which suggest that we look to our goals and our aims and then see where we fall short and what we need to do to reach where we're not currently reaching. Valuable as though that is in its own way. By contrast, the programme has encouraged us to think about where God's abundance is evident in the locality, both within the church and within the community, and to seek to realise those gifts, those resources, and those people to benefit and to serve everybody. Well, time prevents me from saying more about why I think the programme is not only something that I've benefited from, but actually would benefit the people across the wider church and be a great value to people who are open to the insights and the challenges and inspiration that it offers. So, from my point of view, thoroughly recommended. Thank you.